What is going on, guys? Samuel World from Samuel One World Podcast here. Back with another nostalgia road trip for y'all today. Hope you guys have enjoyed the series. And as for today's nostalgia road trip video, I'm now continuing to talk about some of the Ratchet Clank games. This is kind of onto what I've been doing recently. As a while back, I did talk about the original Ratchet Clank. And so I figured I'd do some videos talking about the other Ratchet Clank, at least the ones that are the most nostalgia towards me. And for this video, I'm going to talk about the sequel to Ratchet Clank 2002, and that is Ratchet Clank Going Commando. Commando. Going Commando. Ratchet Clank Going Commando, which was at least, I think, a year after the original Ratchet Clank. Fun fact, it actually was made like 5 months before the original even came out. Like, it was so great, the first one was going to be a success, they decided to make a sequel right away, which shows the longevity of this franchise, and for good reason. Again, and like with the original boss, even more so, Going Commando is one of those games I played constantly growing up. It's a long up, you also know, which I'll get to now, it's not a road trip video. It's also my most replayed games of all time. Like, it's one of those games like you just put on and just play anytime and still have a good time with. Yeah, Going Commando is still one of my favorite games, honestly. It's one of the best in the franchise by a landslide. Definitely like top 4, top 5, definitely. And it basically does what a sequel basically should do. It is the pure definition of what a sequel pretty much should do and should deliver on. And for good reason. And for good damn reason. Good damn reason. So basically the story of this game basically takes off a little bit after the events of the original game, where basically Ratchet and Clank are called by Mr. Fizzwidget to basically get this prototype and experiment at this point to take care of. It's one of those things where I think the mystery gets more interesting as it goes along, as you realize the details of the prototype and these all goes on, and the conspiracy thing, and Alcatron's pretty much gone, it's now Megacorp now. And again, Going Commando is basically a game that delivers on what a sequel to basically improves on pretty much literally every element of the original game. But again, I absolutely love, I still think it's a great game. You can check out my thoughts on that game and sorry. You can check out that, again, I did do Nostalgia Roadshow on that video, along with doing a top 10 best moments on that game as well. But it literally improves on every element of the game. Of course, nobody thinks you can actually strengthen this game. But it lives on some elements that are pretty much now mainstay staples of the franchise. Of course, the one they've been upgradable weapons, where weapons can actually upgrade. Or once at least, but hey, you at least can upgrade them at least. Which then makes a lot of them reusable, and this easily when the weapon selection in the franchise really takes it high gear. If all the weapons were pretty good in the original game, they up and ante in this game. I mean, you start with the Lancer, then the Ground Bomb, you got weapons with the Chopper, Blitz Gun, Pulse Rifle, Meteor Glove, Lava Gun, Symphonoid, Mini Rocket Tube. So, of course, some iconic weapons, including the Bouncer, which is still maybe the best weapon in the entire franchise, and for good reason. The Plasma Coil, Heavy Bomb Gun, Shield Charger. And hell, if you even have a Ratchet Clank save file, you can actually purchase a lot of the weapons from the original game. They don't upgrade, unfortunately. Like, we can use the Bomb Glove, the Decoy Glove, the Tether Claw if you want to, even the Walloper. So I know the details, something different on this game as well. And again, here's done with the world exploration in the first game. Honestly, we can go through certain elements in your own way, certain paths in your own way, which makes things a lot more replayable, a lot more fun to experience. And again, with the plans are a little less diverse. There's a lot of them feel like just like big cities and just all that stuff, but they still manage to make them stand out enough to where you can tell like which plan is what. And this one, I think all the majority of the plans are pretty much fun. Like, I don't think my only gripe, the only part Going Commando I never really like is that it's just like giant dark boss fight that appears later on in the game, which is the one thing I always dream when coming back to this game. It's basically a boss fight, you fight this dark guy, and you basically have to use turrets to try to beat him, and it goes on way too long. Even growing up, I never liked that fight, but that's really the only major gripe I really have in this game, honestly. Again, the weapons are really fun to use, the plans are fun to explore. You can find these titanium bolts which you can use to put mods on your weapons, which makes everything fun to use. They introduced arena battles in this game, which has become a mainstay in majority of the Ratchet Clank games since then. And for good reason, hell, they even made a game based on the reason, which I will talk about in the future Nostalgia Roadtrip video. The humor is basically on point here, and having so many moments that kind of make fun of consumerism and all that stuff. I mean, it's more from actually, not even the computer told you this, that's it, this galaxy blows. And again, the humor is just top notch here, but definitely one of the funniest games in the franchise for sure. I still remember very fondly and still realize, which is something that the Ratchet games are always known for, and the humor pretty well, and this is no exception. Again, it's so fun exploring the different planets and different collectibles. Again, the arena battles are pretty much fun, a lot of different fights you use. The boss battles are pretty fun. Also, another good battle, also mentioned on this game that I told you guys, the final boss is not that great, honestly. I wouldn't say it's like a total disaster or ruins the game or anything, but it's definitely one of the least worthy final bosses in the entire franchise. Not bad, but just very lacking in terms of final boss. You know, the story does end very naturally with a twist, which I'm not going to reveal, obviously, but it reads all naturally from the first game and from the hints we got in the later game. Later on in the game. A lot of the gadgets you can use so far, like the electrolyzer, the infiltrator, the levitator, all that stuff. Like Ratchet Clank is always like very diverse with the mini games and what you can do. Honestly, even the Clank sections are not that bad either. Like definitely at least a lot better than they were in the first game. You can use like these different gadget bots to use the bridge bots or the hammer bot. Game, and those are actually not ones I always drag coming back to, so yeah, I don't give it that. And of course, you got the ship battles here, which for my gather, people actually don't like it, actually, but I actually always like them. So like, I can totally get why people don't like the ship battles, at least when you actually start the game, when you don't have like the most upgradable ship, honestly. But once you do, it's so much fun, and you can actually get upgraded ship through rare titanium, which is the couple sections we can actually find them, and you also find them for the ship portions in general, which I actually do recommend, by the way. And this goes back to when we beat the game, we go into challenge mode. In which basically it's like a replay playthrough step. You keep all your weapons and gadgets and everything, and again, you can also upgrade weapons a lot more as you buy these mega weapons, which makes weapons more stronger. And also the fact that the game's also kind of difficult at times, honestly. Like, and also the attack actually upgrades naturally this time. Not you have to buy it. It actually upgrades very naturally this time. Thank God on that. But basically, you can buy more upgraded weapons. You can upgrade them to Ultra, which makes it pretty cool. And also, you also got the Rhino, which is pretty fun to use. The Zodiac, and also one of the most useless weapons in the entire franchise, the Clank Zapper. I'm pretty sure you guys got that was a thing. You were got that even thing in this game. But yeah, I man, that's probably the most useless weapon in the franchise. Not gonna lie. But yeah, I think that's. But yeah, the game is still to this day endlessly replayable. Like, it's one of those games I can usually just turn on anytime and just play. Like, I actually played some of it when I had PlayStation Plus. And I'm praying for one of these days, like I mentioned with Ratchet Clank 2, that we can get this game to actually available to buy and play. Cause if that does, I will probably do so much content involved in these games, because these games I can easily just come back to so many times, and yeah, I can never get tired of it. Even the parts I don't like, I can just play these games anytime and never get tired of them. But yeah, I think that pretty much rounds out my thoughts on Going Commando. It's definitely one of the best games of the franchise. Again, I don't know how high it was on my actual best games of all time list. But Going Commando is a game I still hold and cherish. It's one that I had so much fun memories. But I think it was the first one the franchise actually played, and what made me a Ratchet Clank fan. Because again, Ratchet Clank is my favorite game franchise. And I do plan on hoping to do some more Ratchet Clank content in the future. But Going Commando is a game that I hold near and dear to my heart. I always have a great time coming back to this game. I always smile whenever I come back to it. It's so fun, so replayable. Even the parts I don't like, I can easily just tolerate. Alright. It's such fun because with great humor, great characters, great moments, and just all around great time, and the perfect definition of how you do a sequel right. And that gives my thoughts on Ratchet Clank Going Commando in this Nostalgia Roadtrip video. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. What are your thoughts on Going Commando? I would truly love to know down below in the comment section. Yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia reviews I'm planning on filming very soon, so I'm definitely excited, so stay tuned for that. I am Cinema World from Cinema Productions. I will see you next time as always. Stay cool about it. Peace.